Xbox has raised the price of its consoles again, less than 5 months after the last price hike. Are we dummies for being the only gaming news channel brave enough to make this show for free?
Oh, we just love gaming that much. And if that makes us dummies, then dummies we shall be. Actually, it's because of the support of you guys and some sponsors, but we'll get to that in a minute. First of all, we have unhappy news to share.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, and don't forget to hype the video. If there's a way to hype the video on YouTube, do it. We're not sure what it is. We've tried. You go ahead and do it. Xbox announced price increases for all consoles in the United States late Friday. This is literally right after we recorded our episode. Probably hoping that other headlines would cover it up by Monday. But bad news, Lawrence, they didn't. This is the only headline.
Yeah, you can't fault the die roll on that one. It's sound PR strategy, but it still sucks, and it sucks just as hard today as it did on Friday. Just some caveats here. The price increases only affect the United States. Great. And only consoles. Controllers and accessories are unchanged.
Huh. All right, so here are the new prices, and we'll do our best to tell you the increases, because I know it's going to be a lot of numbers we throw at you. This is compiled by Games Radar. The Xbox Series X, the 2 terabyte version, went up to $800, up from $730, which was the first price hike, and it was previously $600, Lauren. This is a huge increase of $200.
Yeah, it's like what, 30%, 33%? Nearly every console increased by about that margin, which sucks a lot. The Xbox Series X, $650 now, which is up from $600 its last increase, and then $500 before that. So at the beginning of the year it was $500, and now it's $650. Gross.
Yeah, the Xbox Series X digital version is now $600, up from $550 previously when it was first released. $450. Well, it's gone up $150.
Yeah, and even the Series S, which are supposed to be affordable, and they kind of were. The Series S 512 was $300, now it's $400. The 1 terabyte started the year at $350, and now it's $450. So what the hell, man? Each model increased price between $100 to $200. And then, yeah, it's more or less a 30% increase across the board compared to the beginning of the year. This is not how consoles are supposed to work.
No, this is, specifically for the United States, this is tariffs. This is tariffs all the way around, through and through. So we can thank our Mad King for that. If you care about Xbox and tariffs, that's what this is.
Yeah, these price increases also mean the PlayStation 5 Pro is no longer the most expensive console on the market, as it only costs a humble $750 after its last price increase in August.
This sucks, Lawrence. There is no way around this one. This is just bad. We are feeling the squeeze here at Inside Games, like we talked about it a couple episodes ago. Views are down, revenue's down, and then of course prices are up. This is just about the worst possible way to live your consumer life.
Especially when it comes to video games, which is what we love here. But like we alluded to in the intro, one of the reasons we can keep doing the show and uploading it for free is thanks to support from our sponsors. And Bruce and I are pretty big PC dorks, so this is a big moment for us.
Thank you, Asus, NVIDIA, and Bethesda for sponsoring Inside Games. It's very exciting.
We've partnered with Asus and NVIDIA to build a monster PC featuring this. Oh, look at it. This is the ROG GeForce RTX 5080 Doom Edition graphics card. Oh, I feel more powerful just holding this. We use this to push Doom the Dark Ages to its absolute graphical limit. First of all, just get a load of this card. Oh, baby. You've got 4 Axial Tech fans modeled after the Doomslayer shield saw, plus gold accents to add a touch of class. This card uses a patented vapor chamber, a milled heat spreader, and a phase change thermal pad to get the heat off your card and out of your case. And 16 gigabytes of GDDR7 graphics memory ensures you'll enjoy smooth, stutter-free gameplay. After a few hours of wrestling with a combative radiator and a scuffed Windows installer, we saw the absolute power that NVIDIA and Asus bring. A raft of NVIDIA tech allowed us to play the game at a blistering 150% speed, with more frames than our gamer monitor could even handle. 350 frames! There's so many frames! Ray tracing, path tracing, and ray reconstruction produce some of the coolest lighting effects around. DLSS Super Resolution and DLSS 4 Multi-Frame Generation allowed us to scale our game up from a lower resolution and even interpret new frames between rendered frames, multiplying the game's performance to fantastic worlds beyond. And the whole time, NVIDIA Reflex minimized latency, giving us the quick reactions and pinpoint accuracy you need to play at this speed. If you're interested in the ROG Astral GeForce RTX 5080 5080 Doom Edition. Bethesda is selling it exclusively in their store, bundled with an exclusive shirt, mouse mat, a yellow key card, ROG exclusive Doomslayer Legionary in-game skin, and optionally the premium edition of the game. That is a lot. That's a skin even I don't have. It could be yours. So check out that gear in the Bethesda store, and thanks again to Asus and Nvidia for sponsoring the show and providing all the hardware. And of course, Bethesda and id Software for publishing Doom: The Dark Ages. I love building PCs, had a great time. But back to less happy news. And this is the real brain tickler. Why would Xbox raise the prices of their consoles like this? I mean, tariffs are the obvious one, but Xbox's announcement trotted out the usual lack of explanation, blaming, quote, changes in the macroeconomic environment, a reference that I am just sick of hearing at this point.
That's basically a way to blame the tariffs without blaming the tariffs. Macroeconomic means tariffs. And they can't actually put Donald Trump in their press release because Satya Nadella and Donald Trump, hey, they shake hands and they go to dinner together.
It's a good point, but there's an alternative view out there. This is kind of interesting. Former Blizzard Entertainment president Mike Ibarra feels like the tariff ticket got punched back when Xbox raised prices in May.
Ah, interesting. Now, the current Prize Picks CEO alluded to some corporate drama in an X post, writing, quote, console price increases are not tariff issues, they are profit issues. And the reason why profits are not what they should be is a far, far deeper issue versus the tariff excuse. This is coming from another CEO.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear him break it down in business terms and kind of strip out all the console platform drama. Ibarra clarified in a reply that, quote, tariffs went up once, so that does justify the single price increase, but that doing so again without new tariffs, quote, is simply a different problem, and they are going to make consumers continue to pay for those problems.
I wonder what the problem is.
Well, what's the problem?
Yeah, right. I don't know what the problem is. This certainly does not make buying an Xbox console any more appealing. I mean, the first price increase, I think most people are kind of like, wash their hands of it, and they're like, all right, well, I'll never buy an Xbox in this generation. And this one, this to me feels like they're pushing people to the handhelds. I don't even know. This is such a weird thing to do.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, a lot of people, once Xbox had started to migrate their messaging to everything's an Xbox, a lot of people wondered, why should I buy a console then? It seems like Xbox is now asking you, the consumer, why would you? Yeah, it's odd. The announcement itself, and this I also found strange, the announcement itself goes out of its way to mention that Xbox will focus on, quote, offering more ways to play more games across any screen. So it's like in the announcement that the prices are going up, they're kind of reminding you that you don't really need a console anymore.
Yeah, this is the strangest. This isn't even a business strategy. That's why I think this is tariffs, because they're like, at this point, if we sell an Xbox, we have to bake in the tariffs. And beyond that, we're just not going to sell any more Xboxes. That's probably what it's going to boil down to.
Yeah, maybe if we can't sell them for this price, then it's not worth our business kind of thing. But here's what extra doesn't make sense. Xbox consoles already aren't selling. So if you're not selling them, raising the price on them is not going to bring in a lot more money.
That's right. The Xbox Series was trailing the Xbox One by 18% at the end of 2024. That's before all the price increases.
And on top of that, the Wall Street Journal claimed that the Xbox Series sold about half PlayStation 5's volume in September 2024. So they kind of lost the COVID rush. They got behind the eight ball there. But yeah, from a corporate standpoint, from a profit standpoint, how are they gonna make more money raising the price of something that's not moving in the first place?
This feels to me like they're just stopping the bleed. Like, I think that they were already behind on the eight ball on that one. Maybe they had broken even on selling the Xbox at $500, because I mean that was pretty cheap when it first released. And same with the Series S. I think most people were kind of like, this is maybe a break-even venture. They're probably under on selling a Series S. And now at this point, they never sold enough Xboxes to catch up with the PlayStation 5 generation. So fuck it. I honestly think they boiled down to fuck it, because tariffs increased the price once, like we saw, and then at this point, if they happen to sell an Xbox, they gotta make a profit on it. And so then that's what this is, right? Otherwise, if they keep selling it at not a profit, but their sales, slow down to a trickle, well, they're still losing money. So they have to make sure that they are making money on each sale. This will do it, but that also means that their sales are going to go to nothing.
Yeah, and I think they can't say that, right? They can never say that, but almost all their actions demonstrate that they don't see the path to profit as through a traditional console. And in some ways, it's not like they didn't try. They didn't get a foothold. So now they're, I guess, changing their strategy so that it's somewhat irrelevant, or stating as such. And I can see the logic there. Like they want to be ground floor on the next thing, which is basically being hardware agnostic, signing into a portal, accessing all of your cloud streaming games, and then you're kind of like, you're hooked for life, right? Because you can't get your saves off there, you can't get your library off. They want that Netflix money. And yeah, moves like this seem like they're driven by business with no consideration of competition anymore. That's what baffles me. Is I thought they would make some kind of play around the launch of GTA 6 with console hardware. I guess it's feasible they still could. We have time. But if they have the more expensive hardware inferior console, that's a wrap. There's not even a competition there. I guess there was a glimmer of hope that the Series S, as an affordable option paired with Game Pass, would compete with PlayStation 5 and more traditional console game sales in terms of money. But I guess at the outbreak of COVID, that didn't matter. Like, no one seemed to care for that. They actually kind of resented the cheaper option. So here we are. It kind of follows a very uncomfortable trend that we talked about a couple of times, which is premium games for premium gamers, kind of. It sucks that this traditional format of AAA game is now increasingly moving away from being affordable or enjoyable by any generation younger than the millennials. Because there's just no spending money now. So stuff like this is not going to help. Shit, man. Why would you play anything but Roblox when the next step up is like $600 minimum?
GTA 6 is a great point here, Lawrence, too, because you'd think they'd have a plan for GTA 6, and I'm sure that they do, but I don't think it's a console. GTA 6 might run on the Series S, maybe, like at 30 frames a second or something. I would assume it runs on the Series X, but I don't think their plan for GTA 6 is a console. I don't even think it's a handheld. To me, it sounds like it might be cloud streaming. I don't know if GTA 6 will run on their $900 handheld either. It might. So there has to be a plan for GTA 6. Someone must have put a plan in. I would love to see what it is. And my guess is cloud streaming, but I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder if if proliferation will be wide enough. I guess you could do it on your phone, but like, is it so easy to access that can be your marketing message? If you don't have a PS5 yet, don't buy one. Just log into this thing and play GTA 6 right now. That could work, but I don't know that the flow is that simple. Can you just boop a QR code and then have GTA 6 pop up on your TV? I don't know. But maybe that's the push. Maybe that's the marketing plan that they have. Some kind of easy to access way for new people to hit xCloud and start playing GTA 6 right away. I could see that working.
That's what it feels like, because this is just this is the last nail in the coffin for the Xbox this generation. And why would they release another console the next generation that's cheaper? Like, would they? I don't know. I mean, like, that's the thing, is that like we're looking at $700-800 consoles for the next generation in 2027. I mean, right? Unless the tariffs are all gone, I don't know. But that's what it seems like to me. What a terrible future. What a terrible future we have right now.
I guess it just means console's no longer the accessible point of entry to gaming. But hey, if PC takes that crown of affordability and access, then that's great. To that point, Bruce has a heavy recommendation here, like a $9 game that he's boldly called Inside Games Game of the Decade. I don't know. I just finished Expedition 33, so this better be good.
This Game of the Millennium. It's called Megabonk, and it's Vampire Survivors but 3D, and it's $9. See, this is why I love talking about video games, because while we talked about the $800 console nobody's going to buy, we got a $9 video game. I'm serious. We got a $9 video game you're going to play for 100 hours and not even realize it. It's like one of those things where, like, last night I was like, all right, I'm going to play Megabonk for an hour before bed. And it was 3 a.m. or whatever, and I was like, fuck! I was like, shit, I played so long! It's so good. People are saying it's kind of like Risk of Rain, kind of like Vampire Survivors. It's an auto battler in the sense that you don't aim or anything. You don't really have to think about it. Just walk around and, pick up perks and pick up different spells and stuff. It's a blast, Lawrence. Everyone should play it. I'm sure it runs on Steam Deck. It's the best. Megabonk.
Okay, I'm sold. I have a long flight coming up, so that's great. That's perfect. And we want to thank all of you for just mega bonking our Patreon. We've had an incredible outpouring of support since we talked about getting buried by YouTube's recommendation algorithm. Who knows what's going on. But thank you very much for coming to our aid when the fires were lit. Because of that, we have more patrons than ever to thank, which is a great place to be. So thank you very much, BB Prime, Justin Wenlant, and Gav.
Yeah, and thank you again, Nezteb, CZS93, and the Mad Hatter. These are all people we've never read before, brand new patrons to the Inside Games Patrons. And we hope you stick with us because we will keep making episodes if you stick with us.
Yeah, and check out the Inside Games Patreon if you like. All of our episodes are posted there. It's not all like paywalled content and stuff. With a special select Lawrence Dank meme. We've also got some other benefits that we're gonna have to fire up now that we have a lot more patrons back there. But we offer private hangouts, meetups, things like that. So check it out, and we'll see you next time on Inside Games. Thank you for watching.